What is up, Green is Not Nick Nation? Welcome back to another video. I need a chain. I really do. Let me take this thing off.
Yeah, it's hot in here.
But you stay right there, Percy. So, if you haven't noticed, we've got some special guests here, one of which is friend of the show, Riley from Hivemind. And if you saw our last collab, you'd know that we are, what's the word? You have a special word for me, Riley, where we're enthralled in a sense. Infatuated with a certain, TikTok up and comer. And that man is Percy. And today we're lucky enough to have him calling into the show. Percy, how's it going?
Going pretty good.
Wow. The words from the man himself.
I just got to say, I'm absolutely honored to be in the presence of Percy right now. You don't know how many people I've told about your videos.
Riley's a big fan.
I'm a huge fan.
I really appreciate it every time y'all tell people about it. It helps my channel grow. So,
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I say let's just freaking leap into these questions. We'll start with some classic questions that I'm sure you get a lot, but I don't think enough people have gotten to see Percy away from the car, away from the chain, away from the coat, And we're lucky enough to have you in your element today, but I think this will help us answer some questions. The first one I want to ask is, how did the first video happen? Was it the way it is now? Are we in the format that it originally was? Did we evolve to it? Just let us know that process, but specifically the first video you decided to make.
So the first one I made, I had the fit on. I had a version of the fit on. See, I've got a green Supreme bandana and I've got like a red hoodie too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I just had that one on or whatever at first, but eventually I threw this combination on and it looked like it matched. It looked like it was the one for sure.
Did the first one ever pop off, or what was the first song that popped off on TikTok for you?
I think the first one I did was I think I did some Young Thug or something.
Okay.
I think it was Surf. It was Surf by Young Thug or something like that.
Love that song.
And then
so much fun. Yeah.
My idea for the page was just to cover songs that were classics to me that I just had in my daily rotation playlist, and then just to see what people's reactions were from it. But the more my page grew, I started to do songs that my audience liked and that they were requesting, just because it seemed like those songs blew up quicker and stuff like that. So
was the choreography there from the beginning, the pulling away, because you do the same thing every time. You pull it away, you flash the off-white chain a little bit, and then you just get busy on it. You know what I mean? You really get busy with the song.
Yeah, he does get busy. Yeah,
it's almost like a ritual. It almost helps me get into the right mindset to be able to do it right.
Yeah,
because I know that I've done this same thing, and it's had some really crazy videos before. I got one video with 6.5 million views.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
Now, did you think was it premeditated from the beginning? I'm going to wear the same outfit every time. I'm going to do the same thing every time. Or was it one popped off and then you were what if I just repeated the formula?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kind of it. I think the first videos even popped off when I wasn't wearing this exact fit. I had the green headband on or whatever. But once I put this fit on, I kind of liked it. And I liked seeing just the consistency and just on my page. I didn't like seeing different outfits on it or whatever. So
it looks great.
Stuck with this one.
So when you did the first one and no one really knew what was going on, did you get any comments or traction or anything, or was it okay, time to move on to the next cover, let's just get it going?
I think the first one popped off pretty well. It probably got 15,000 views or something like that, but that was a lot for me. I was really surprised to be able to get thousands of likes on a video in a matter of a couple of hours or something. So yeah, that really kind of just made me think how important it would be to keep doing it, just because if I can get that type of video, if I can get that type of results, I might as well just stick with it. And,
the main question that arose in the video that we did, and the one that we've been getting messages about, I have to ask you, do you print out the lyrics and put them on the glove compartment? Maybe you tape them up there and then you're looking, because your eyes are darting, you're looking at something.
I don't print them out, but I do have, I got my little laptop or whatever.
Oh, you bring the laptop to the car.
Okay.
Now, are you doing 64-point font on a Microsoft Word?
No, it's just normal. It's just normal font.
Genius. I think we still got a good resolution knowing that you bring a laptop to the car. I think that's awesome. But I don't know how you can.
It would take too much time for me to memorize the lyrics for all of them.
Yeah,
Right.
I couldn't.
Is it genius.com? Is that what you're pulling up?
I copy the lyrics and paste them in like a little notes thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
That way I don't have to be like connected to the internet. I can be just parked wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you drive the car to different places to do it, or do you do it right outside your house? Like, are you worried about anybody like seeing you do it? Do you want to be alone?
I go to I just find like an empty parking lot. I've got some spots. Like I got a spot in my hometown that I go to all the time. And then I got like just some spots here and there that I go to.
So your outfit's very specific, and I feel like if you've seen enough of your videos, like you could pick you out of a crowd just like that. Like, has there been any times where someone has recognized you? Is this an outfit you ever normally wear?
No, I don't wear this. I don't wear this outfit out. I would if I had like some sort of like event, like a meet and greet, but I just keep it put away.
Has anyone ever recognized you?
Yeah, people have still recognized me.
Wow.
Has anyone ever been you for Halloween?
Not that I know of. I've seen videos of people kind of doing like what we did in the beginning, like just having their own versions of the fit.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good idea if I came up with my own merch that people could buy. That way they could like dress up as me as Halloween or whatever.
Yeah.
I would absolutely cop.
I bet a lot of people would. And then you'd see people walking around wearing the run-up Percy fit.
Yeah, I would be so down for that.
I would never wear it out though.
Unless you did like a club walkthrough, like a club. You should do club appearances, like host the night at a club.
I would honestly be scared that someone would try and like mess up the fit or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They'd try and like steal it or spill something on it or something.
Expensive to replace it too. I mean,
yeah, I wouldn't want that to happen. Honestly, the way I got this fit, I got each thing separately, and I didn't even really realize like what I was going to do. Like I got them all separately just because I liked each thing. Like I didn't plan on putting it all together when I got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like I got this hoodie years ago. I've had this hoodie whenever it first dropped, but I got the headband and the jacket like probably a year ago or so.
Yeah. Would you ever venture into a different outfit? Have you ever thought about like a Percy era too?
I've thought about it. I'll probably wear different fits for like videos where I'm making different types of content, but I might stick to the same outfit for the singing videos for now.
We'll get to the other content. I did want to ask, you obviously said the first song was Young Thug. I assume you're into kind of the hip hop world of music, but what other kind of music do you listen to? Is it mostly hip hop, or, is that just for the videos just because it kind of works better with what you're trying to do?
It's mostly hip hop, but I honestly listen to all kinds of music as long as it's good. I listen to like classic rock, alternative, reggae, electronic, I listen to a mix of everything really.
I was going to ask, I know you kind of alluded to this, but is it mostly songs that you like? Has it stayed that way? Or is it now like the comments will be so many people saying one song that you're like, all right, I got to do that one because people want to see me do it?
It's kind of evolved to that. I try and keep it half and half because I still like to do the videos of the songs that I like to enjoy. But a lot of the times they don't pop off as well. Like a lot of the times I got to do songs that my audience is requesting, and for some reason those blow up.
I know you've done a lot of Blade songs and like Young Lean and stuff. Is that stuff that you listen to, or is that people wanted to hear you do Blade songs?
I listened to Young Lean before. I didn't really listen to Blade as much, but I've started listening to Blade. It's just kind of like an acquired taste. And I've listened to the same type of music for a long time. So it's kind of hard to me to like get adjusted to that, but I still like it.
Right. So you just dabble in draining. You don't fully drain.
I guess not.
Is there a song that you continue to get, or is there a song that you don't really get requested, but one that you have in your head that you like just will not do? Like you just refuse to cover it?
I've got one in mind.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's by Rich Homie Quan, My Blank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that I wouldn't do that one either.
I respect that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll probably stay away from that.
Another good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Your singing voice has kind of this specific quality to it. And who do you get compared to the most? I saw you do a McConan song, and I feel like that is kind of a natural, people would be like, oh, this is kind of McConan-esque. Yeah,
I guess McConan is probably the closest one that I've got associated to. People have told me that like I sound like Blade or Young Lean or whatever like that too, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what type of genre I want to like pursue with my music, and like because I want to do what works best and what my audience wants, but I also want to do something that I'm good at.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you ever consider venturing into different genres? Are there specific genres, that are hip hop adjacent or maybe not even close to hip hop, like more poppy songs, more, country, more what are we looking at if you decide to try some new things?
I'm not sure. Like, I'm willing to do covers of songs from like different genres, like if my audience wants it, but I don't really know if I'll, I mean, it just all depends. I'll just have to see how it goes.
Yeah.
I could see In the Arms of an Angel by Sarah McLachlan being a really good one from those commercials. Just an idea if you ever want to do that. And then, of course, I also said I would like to see you do Wet Dreams by J. Cole, which I think would be
I put that one. I'll do that one soon for sure.
Okay, hell yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I think people would like that one. Do you ever have this deep-seated fear when you're doing these covers that one day you'll hit the point where you're gonna maybe reach out to a Corday or maybe a Young Thug and you'll have that connection, but they'll see that you did a cover of them and it might, turn them off from the idea of working with you? Do you ever have that fear?
No, I mean, look at the video that got 6.5 million views, Nevada by NBA Youngboy. Like I just took my own spin on it and it totally worked out. So he would probably appreciate me promoting his music either way.
I think you're right.
Of what is, if he thinks that, whether or not he thinks it sounds good or not, he probably appreciates me getting the views out on a song.
Have artists shared them? Have some of the artists you've covered shared the actual covers out?
Ken Carson shared one, and so did Young Nudie. Whenever I was doing Young Nudie covers for a little bit. I honestly want to do some of those again. There's some covers that I've deleted that I want to repost, that I want to like redo and get reposted. So
why did you delete them?
I felt like there were little things in the video that I didn't like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
Like maybe my hair was messed up, or maybe I just looked bad or something. Like just little things. I don't know. I get self-conscious.
Everybody does. Everybody gets self-conscious. I will say we did notice in some of our research before, there seems to be like, if you really go through the Run Up Percy archives or like random things in comment sections, there seems to be this little like B plot arc where people do find you attractive. Like there's like girls who are like, why is Percy hot to me? Is that like a thing in real life too? Like do you have like fan girls, I guess?
Yeah, kinda.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
If you get bigger, how are you going to navigate that line between, hey, are you loving Percy for Percy or are you loving Percy for Run Up Percy? Is that a fear you'll ever have, or do you think that you're going to be able to separate yourself on the screen from, your heart?
I don't know. We'll just have to see whenever we get to that point.
I respect that. Let's say you did match with someone, let's say you're on the app. You're on the apps, you got Hinge on there, and someone talks to you, they ask what you do, they ask what you're into. At what point in a blossoming relationship would you bring up the Run Up Percy brand?
I probably wouldn't bring it up. If they bring it up, then I'll talk to them about it. But I'm not going to bring it up.
Yeah. Okay. So it could be like third, fourth date. Maybe you're starting to go steady and you're just wait until, the bomb drops.
I'm never bringing it up. As long as they don't find out, I'm not telling them.
Wow.
Wow, it's like a Hannah Montana situation.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I didn't know you lived a double life.
I mean, I guess at some point I would have to tell them, because I'd be coming out here and doing them, and they'd be wondering what I was doing.
Yeah, you'd have to say they're going out to the movies or something, and then you.
I would tell them.
Your car pulls into the parking lot.
I would tell them eventually, but I wouldn't bring it up unless it was like to the point that I had to tell them.
Yeah,
I was if I was like leaving early in the morning, and I was like, and they were asking what I was doing, I'd probably just be like, oh, I'm going to my car, make a video or whatever.
When people ask what you do you lead with like content creator or student? Like, do you tell them what you do as like a TikTok creator, or do you lead with the other stuff?
I'll lead with the other stuff.
Okay.
I like keeping this kind of like private or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so before we wrap this thing up, we brought up the idea of a karaoke machine, maybe some new equipment. I sense that you kind of want to stick to the same
for the most
formula.
Part. I don't really know how. I really appreciated that whenever I saw that in the video, but I don't really know if a karaoke machine would work that well in my car, just because I don't know if it would have all the right instrumentals that I want.
Yeah.
I get a lot of specific instrumentals, and a lot of the time I just have to search them online.
Yeah, so, I don't know if they have the Blade karaoke machine. That would be a tough one.
Probably don't have the Blade instrumentals on the karaoke machine.
Yeah.
You'd end up doing like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. At least you could get popular with the older crowd.
Yeah. And if you want a karaoke machine just for like your normal life, we're still willing to fund it if you want it.
Yeah, just to hang
fun.
out with the friends.
I really appreciate that. I doubt that I'll need it just because I move around a lot and I stay with friends. I might hit you up about it just because I had a couple people messaging me about it, but I really appreciate it. But I don't know if I'll take you up on it.
Yeah, you can pray about it.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, thank you, Percy, for joining us. We are honored to have you on the show today, be able to ask some questions, and I feel like we learned a lot more about someone who not a lot of people know a lot about.
Thank you, Percy. I was very curious about you as a character, and I'm glad I got to learn about you as a person. So
It was nice to meet both of you all.
Yeah, you too.